Now on 4 News Now at 6, a push to deregulate childcare in Idaho. Why some say getting rid of childcare to caregiver ratios will offer more options to parents, while others argue it will put kids in danger.
I'm tracking rain moving through the inland northwest right now. Plus, there's a lot more and possible snow and thunderstorms in the first alert forecast.
The Meade School District is calling for federal investigators to look into the state's transgender athletes policy. Why the school board says it feels stuck between state and federal law. You're watching 4 News Now at 6. Changes could be coming to daycares in Idaho. House Bill 243 would get rid of child-to-staff ratio regulations and make it so child care facilities could decide what ratio works best for them. Madeline Mullins has both sides of this child care issue.
In Idaho, there is a need for childcare.
There definitely is a childcare shortage in North Idaho and Coeur d'Alene.
A proposed bill aims to increase the number of childcare facilities in the state by changing child-to-staff ratio regulations, making it so facilities could open with less staff.
I think that allowing child care centers to establish their own ratios would help tremendously in the daycare industry.
Here at the North Idaho Kids Academy, they see kids between the ages of infants to 5 years old. But due to the current child-to-staff ratio regulations, when an employee can't come in, sometimes they have to turn kids away or even send kids home early. Jacqueline Monton owns a child care facility. She says this would help them decide ratios based on what the kids at their specific facility need.
I think that the ratios for the infants is good because it's a 6-to-1, and we typically keep it a 4-to-1 because they need more one-on-one and they're a little bit more time consuming. But as far as the older kids go, when we're outside or we're doing group activities or art activities or centers, you know, like the older kids, I feel like we could have more than 12 points with them.
However, those opposed to this bill say this could lead to unsafe child care facilities.
If there was a fire within the building and a teacher was down there with 20 kids, how is she going to get 20 kids ranging in ages infant to 5 or older out of the building in a safe manner?
Saying the child care shortage is an issue, but loosening regulations is not the answer.
There becomes then a lot of safety concerns for the kids in the facility, the staff, just in general.
The bill has passed through the House and is currently waiting to be moved through the Senate and on to Governor Little's desk. In Coeur d'Alene, I'm Madeline Mullins, 4 News Now.
A man who allegedly held a woman hostage in East Spokane is now in a Montana jail. According to the Spokane Police Department, 47-year-old Dwayne Chakeen was found near Babb, Montana. This all started when police received reports of a person being assaulted near East Boone Avenue and North Stone Street. At one point, investigators believe Chakeen was inside this home, leading to an hours-long standoff. Officers got Chakeen on the phone, but police say he was being uncooperative. When police entered the home, he was not inside. Chakeen will be extradited back to Spokane. Lawmakers in Olympia are trying to come up with ways to address our ongoing housing crisis. One plan that made it out of the House would put a cap on how much landlords can raise rent and fees every year. The plan would make it so landlords could not raise rates by more than 7%. This cap would not apply to new tenants. Supporters of the bill say it will help keep families in their homes.
Right now, tenants are afraid that extreme rent increases can cause them to have to move out of their home and lose that stability.
Critics argue the 7% cap does not take into consideration the rising cost of owning or building new properties.
Rising property taxes in the state, rising insurance costs in the state, rising utility costs in the state, rising construction materials costs in the state.
The bill is now heading to the Senate for consideration. Well, right now, the Zags are taking on the St. Mary's Gales in the West Coast Conference Championship game as we speak. Sydney Berger just ran out here joining me now. And Sydney, a win against San Francisco last night was really Gonzaga's golden ticket to their 28th straight WCC title game.
Absolutely, and that's actually the longest streak in Division I basketball to just show up to a championship game. So that record has the chance to continue tonight. They're just about to tip off for that conference title game against St. Mary's. It's a rivalry matchup we've seen plenty of times before, but recently the Gales are getting the better of these Zags. St. Mary's won last year's conference title and won both regular season games this season, so the Zags are hoping the third time's the charm. This Gonzaga program is tested year after year, and head coach Mark Few says maintaining the consistency isn't getting easier.
This year has been harder than ever. I mean, our league's really been enhanced by adding Oregon State and adding Washington State, and then San Francisco stayed great, St. Mary's has stayed great, and so I mean to make it 28 straight years is unbelievable. I mean, it's not as unbelievable as making the tournament 27 straight times, but it's right up there.
And because of where Gonzaga sits right now in the net rankings, a loss would not take them out of March Madness contention. Of course, the tournament title gets them a formal ticket to the big dance and possibly a better seed. Before this game tonight, ESPN has Gonzaga at an 8 seed. Of course, we don't know how much that would change, whether or not they win or lose. And all of those bracket predictions are going to become reality this Sunday, of course, for Selection Sunday, where we will find out where Gonzaga will be heading for March Madness.
Yeah, but tonight is a big night for all the Zags fans out there. It's an arch rivalry. I mean, of course, we're going to see them in March Madness, but we want to see them win tonight.
We do, and I think they want to see that for themselves, take back the title, back to Spokane for a bit.
Let's go. All right, thank you. Let's send it over now to Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker, who's tracking plenty of wet weather on the way.
Well, the first sprinkles have just arrived across the region, tracking a band of very light rain along I-90 through Spokane and Coeur d'Alene and into the central Panhandle Mountains, but there's a lot more to come. Zooming in around the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area, you see some of the heavier rain is south of I-90 down around Harrison, St. Mary's. Also a little bit of light rain along I-90 between Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, but there is more to come. Light showers this evening, then things will start to pick up late tonight. 40 degrees at 11, and that temperature is not going to change much overnight. We're going to be staying in the upper 30s and lower 40s overnight, so we are looking at all rain and mountain snow. 4 things to know about your weather. It's going to be a rainy night. Wednesday, there is a slight chance of a rumble of thunder or two. Any thunderstorms that we do happen to see on Wednesday will be very weak. Rain and snow mix on Thursday, and the possibility of some snow down in the valleys on Friday morning and again Friday night into Saturday morning. I'll be back with more on that and your 7-day forecast in just a few minutes. Kirsten?
Thank you, Chris. Well, there is a growing number of children overdosing on drugs like fentanyl, including a 2-year-old in Airway Heights who survived an overdose earlier this month. But there are ways to prevent potentially lethal drugs from getting into the hands of kids. Derek Strom spoke with local organizations about keeping kids safe.
Our number one priority is life, and so time is life.
3 young children have overdosed on drugs like fentanyl over the last few weeks, and there's growing concern that number could grow. Kids are very curious, and you never know what they might decide to pick up and put in their mouth. Properly storing and disposing of drugs and prescription medication is the best way to keep your child safe.
When our children are being exposed to adverse experiences, adverse substances, we know it has an impact on them. And we want to do everything in our power to say, let's find a way to protect these children.
Vanessa Behan's executive director says locking up any legal or illegal drugs is a good first step. You should also tell someone which medications you're taking just in case a child does get a hold of any medication.
The research is out there that we know so much about child development, and that the first 3 years are the most critical time for the development of a child. And in fact, that's actually the first 3 months is the biggest opportunity for a child.
Vanessa Behan also offers a crisis hotline for parents and emergency child care if necessary. Local law enforcement organizations also have ways to safely dispose of medications, like the DEA's National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, which Airway Heights Police will be participating in this year.
Here at the Airway Heights Police Department, we have some envelopes that we give out. Usually it's 2 per person, and the postage is paid, and you just put the medications in there, seal it, and ship it in this envelope. And so you can get rid of medications that way in a safe manner.
Crisis Response Team Officer Kayla Ilsley says buying a box or a bag with a lock on it can be an effective way to store medications. In Spokane, Derek Strom, 4 News Now.
Well, TikTok is making it easier for parents to track their children's activity. Later, we'll dive into how these features will help you keep your kids safe online.
It was scary. I know our restaurateurs were worried. Everybody was scrambling.
It's been 5 years since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic. We'll take a look back at the challenges created and what we learned along the way. And local businesses are caught in the middle of the trade war between Canada and the U.S., how owners are adjusting as a new round of tariffs go into effect tomorrow. Stay with us.
Download the KXLY Plus app on your connected TV.
4 News Now is brought to you by Andy's Heating, Cooling, Electrical.
Can you believe Northern Quest let me test drive their next Mercedes giveaway?
Pretty sure they said around the block.
Figure of speech. Besides, we had to see what it could do. Look at this beauty.
It's pretty.
I especially like the front view. Come have a look.
You have a look.
Play daily to win a brand new Mercedes SUV.
Are you okay?
Why do you ask?
So what do you think about these?
We like this.
Yeah, we love them.
When it's time for an update or complete remodel, Rebath is with you every step of the way.
We're going to take everything down to the
From design and products to removal and installation, we handle the entire process to create a beautiful and functional bathroom for whatever your life needs.
Honey, you were right. Turned out.
Rebath, with you every step of the way. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $750 off your tub or shower remodel.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Or get 0.9% APR on select Sierra 1500 models. That's over $4,200 in average finance savings. We are professional grade.
Your home is more than a place, it's a feeling, a reflection of who you are. And at the Tin Roof, we believe furniture should do more than fill a room. It should inspire it. From timeless dining tables to sofas you can sink into and decor that tells your story, every piece is thoughtfully curated to make your space feel effortlessly you. Because it's not just furniture, it's where memories are made, where comfort lives, and where life happens. It's more than furniture, it's a feeling.
Oh, are you all right?
Hardly. I stubbed my toe really bad.
Ouch, I hate that. Still, we should get this beauty back to Northern Quest before they send out a search party. Wow, such chivalry.
Yeah? Must have hit my head. Oh. Oh.
Play daily to win a brand new Mercedes SUV.
But one of the things we're changing is we're going to make our country really wealthy again. We're going to bring our jobs back.
A new set of tariffs put in place by President Donald Trump is set to go into effect tomorrow. Earlier today, the president ordered the new tariff on steel and aluminum imported from Canada to be set at 50%. Hours later, he walked that order back to the original 25%. This back and forth sending shockwaves through the market. Fears of recession as the Dow Jones plummets for the second day in a row. Your retirement plan probably took a hit as the stock market dropped 478 points. Some local businesses in Spokane are also bracing for the possible impacts of these tariffs. Marissa Rio joins us live tonight from Dry Fly Distilling in downtown Spokane. And Marissa, what did you hear from our local business owners today?
Well, Kirsten, a lot of our local distilleries like Dry Fly here or our local breweries sell their drinks in aluminum cans like this one here. But with that 25% tariff that the U.S. gets from aluminum and steel from other countries going into effect tonight, Dry Fly Distilling says they will likely see their costs increase, and that can have a trickle effect.
As you enter Dry Fly Distilling, you're greeted with a warm atmosphere, one that fosters craftsmanship. Almost everything they do here is done locally, from the grain they purchase to the people they hire. But lately, they found themselves in the middle of a trade war.
Everything's been volatile regarding the tariffs.
This is where Dry Fly creates their spirits. It's also where they can their cocktails for people to enjoy outside of the distillery. With these planned tariffs, though,
we will definitely see a price increase, and we'll have to make a decision on whether we pass that on or whether we absorb it.
It's a dilemma that Donovan says is tough for small businesses.
We're not really in a position market-wise to pass that cost on to our customers without hurting our business. So, either it goes to the consumer or it goes to us, and that's obviously going to have a negative impact on our business.
A local drywall company says they can be affected as well, though they don't think they'll see the impacts immediately.
I think that's the million-dollar question that everybody's asking is what are things going to look like from a price standpoint for not just businesses like ours, but consumers.
Dry Fly Distilling says they've already been impacted by this trade war. Donovan tells me that they recently had an opportunity to sell their product in Canada, but when Canada pulled all American spirits off their shelves, that opportunity was stripped away from them. And now they're left waiting to see how else they'll be impacted. Live from downtown Spokane, Marissa Rio, 4 News Now.
You're going to need your raincoat for Wednesday. Expect a good chance of rain in the morning. You may get some breaks in the afternoon, but we also have the chance of some isolated weak thunderstorms. You might have a little grapple where you are. High of 49, 47 is our average high. I'll be back with a lot more wet weather, including the possibility of snow in your 7-day forecast.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by GMC of Riverfront Park.
We are bringing caring for the person who is dying back into their own family.
It's all about the person that's leaving this world, but it's equally about the family.
With the necessary supports to assure their comfort, symptom management, and accompaniment as they walk through those final days that for many can be very scary. With caring support can really be the fullness of living as a person dies.
Introducing, representing Cal Cars. Here to sell the best lineup of trucks in the region, Spike the Bulldog.
Yeah, he's a super dog.
The Hoodie Project donates 1,500 hoodies each year, inspiring kids to see college as a real possibility.
By donating $100 for every Eastern touchdown and hosting Numerica's Tailgate for a Cause, Numerica proudly raised $10,000 for the EWU Hoodie Project last season.
These hoodies are more than a sweatshirt. They're a symbol of opportunity and that higher education is within reach.
This is how Numerica cares for kids.
Look who it is. Back to mommy you go.
Jake, this isn't our dog.
That one?
You never got new glasses, did you?
Well, you didn't know Stanton Optical makes eye care easy.
Exactly. Sorry, you
nervous?
One pair of glasses plus a free eye exam for $59. Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing.
Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic is locally owned and operated and has been providing personalized, comfortable, and satisfying care to our clients for over 30 years. Our licensed denturists are trained in the latest techniques in the construction, development, and preparatory work of a denture. Full dentures, implant attachments, repairs, fittings, adjustments, we do it all. Every denture is made to look as close as possible to your natural teeth. With our knowledge and friendly staff, competitive costs, and quality of service, you'll leave Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic smiling.
It doesn't feel that long ago when we were reporting to you from our homes, social distancing and waiting in lines for toilet paper. Today marks 5 years since COVID-19 was declared a pandemic, changing our lives forever. Hunter Bertram is live in downtown Spokane with more. Hunter?
Yeah, Kirsten, have a look behind me and around me. People here on Main Street in downtown Spokane are mingling. They're shopping. They're going out to dinner. A vastly different scene than just 5 years ago, when by the end of March, we were in lockdown, not knowing what was going to happen next.
We're deeply concerned both by the alarming levels of spread and severity.
The World Health Organization declaring COVID-19 a pandemic today in 2020, halting the Louvre carousel from spinning, preventing us from running together, and forcing us to isolate.
It was tough times. It was scary. I know our restaurateurs were worried. Everybody was scrambling.
We interviewed Kate Hudson with Visit Spokane on this day in 2020, sitting in an empty restaurant.
These economic impacts are going to be far-reaching, and they're going to last for a long time.
And we've seen that. Some of our favorite places' doors closed for good.
Companies that I would go hang out in or just walk around in little shops.
Cadence Bronner was an 8th grader 5 years ago. Now she's a parent, teaching her son the importance of hand washing, using the pandemic as a crutch to help her cause.
I also reflect, I'm really proud of what our students did.
We also spoke with Matt Lovelace at WSU 5 years ago today. WSU just announced they were going online.
But I think it's really important as we look back at this stuff to remember what it was like at the time. And it was scary, and it was unknown, and no amount of looking back in the rear view could have prepared us for what was to come.
And we all have very different experiences with the pandemic. Some of us lost loved ones, our jobs, even our homes, changing all of our lives forever. Live in Spokane, I'm Hunter Bertram, 4 News Now.
Thank you, Hunter. And just noticing in his reporting that we went to remote Zoom interviews during that time. So many things, even just about our job. I'm sure all of your jobs and the way that we coexist is different.
It is. And strange to look back over that 5 years and remember. It's gonna,
the archive video always brings me back.
Seems like a fever dream, doesn't it?
Oh, yes.
Oh, if only.
Our warm temperatures not feeling too warm anymore.
No, we are in the 40s and rain. Let's take a look at our radar right now. Very little of this is reaching the ground. A sprinkle here or there. I've looked at sky cams all over the place, and it is very, very light precipitation in progress, but that will not be the case for long. Let's go hour by hour through our Wednesday outlook. A very good chance of rain to start the day. We're going to be starting the day off around 40 degrees, so it is going to be rain and not snow with this round. 42 degrees by 10 o'clock. We'll be in the mid-40s through noon. We have the possibility of thunderstorms as early as 2 p.m. and this looks very ominous on the graphic, but really they'll be very hit and miss, and these are going to be weak storms if we see them at all. And then as we get into the evening, our odds of wet weather pick up to 90%, and that's a 90% chance of measurable rain, not a 90% chance of thunderstorms. Our high tomorrow, 49, just a couple of degrees above average. Let's take a look at our forecast radar. 1 a.m. as we get into the overnight, you could see widespread precipitation, and that is going to continue. We'll see some breaks. Here's Wednesday at 7 a.m., particularly in the Columbia Basin. But we get into the afternoon. There's more rain moving in for the evening, and that's going to pick up again as we head into Wednesday overnight. Some of the forecast rain totals around the region just between now and Wednesday at 11 o'clock, well over a ½ inch in Sandpoint, Coeur d'Alene, 4/10 in Pullman, over a 1/4 inch in Spokane, as well as Lewiston, 2/10 of an inch in Ritzville, lesser amounts further to the west around Moses Lake, but there's more precipitation to be found on Thursday. Friday, mostly dry. We'll see the best chance of wet weather early in the morning and late Friday night, and because of the timing on that, maybe in the form of snow. Our snow levels dropping down to around 2,000 feet, but you'll see snow mixing in lower than that as we get into Thursday night and Friday morning, Friday night, into Saturday morning. Lows tonight, again, up around 40 degrees in many locations. Our highs tomorrow will be in the 40s and the 50s, even 50s right around Spokane, 9 Mile, Meade, Spokane Valley, and downtown Spokane in the 50s. Thursday, more wet weather with the potential of some snow mixing in. A little bit of snow possible Thursday night into Friday morning, Friday night into Saturday morning. We're going to keep the wet weather going through St. Patrick's Day, and then a drying trend as we get into the middle of next week. Kirsten.
We'll get there. Thank you, Chris. Spring break is right around the corner, but you don't have to break the bank. Tips from the experts on how to save coming up next on 4 News Now.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
During the Markdown Madness sales event, score big on a new Sierra 1500 Elevation. Now up to $15,500 offers 0.9% APR. And ask about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange. We're family owned and operated at GMC of Riverfront Park.
When you get into a car accident, you may be wondering if you need a lawyer.
Well, if you were injured and it wasn't your fault, you should probably talk to an attorney.
Call Russell and Hill. The advice is free.
Call 800-LAW-0842.
When it comes to replacing your windows and doors, you have options. But not all are created equal. Choose Renewal by Andersen. Andersen brand products are rated #1 for quality, durability, and performance. It's no wonder our products are trusted more than Marvin and Pella. Not sure where to start or worried about upfront costs? Schedule a free, no-obligation consultation. Research the rest, then go with the best. Call Renewal by Andersen today.
Celebrate 30 years of winning at the Kootenai Casino with exciting promotions including daily hot spins, a special St. Patrick's Day drawing, and anniversary cash and bonus play giveaways. Ready to get away this March? Stay Sunday through Thursday at the Kootenai Falls Lodge for just $59 per night, or a Riverview room for $79 and get a free $30 Kootenai credit included. Come stay and win at the inn. Call 888-YOU-ARE-LUCKY or visit KootenaiRiverInn.com.
Bathfitter does showers? That's right. We offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers in all shapes and sizes. We can even convert your bath into a shower. How about that? With our seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you'll get a beautiful new shower to fit your needs, guaranteed for life. Bathfitter's been around for 40 years, and we've been experts at showers for just as long. Get yours today. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
The Working Families Tax Credit isn't just for families. Individuals and couples can apply too. See if you or your family are eligible for this tax refund at workingfamiliescredit.wad.gov/eligibility.
During the Markdown Madness sales event, score big on a new Sierra 2500 HD Pro. Now up to $11,250 offer 3.9% APR. And ask about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange. We're family owned and operated at GMC of Riverfront Park.
4 News Now is brought to you by Mamma Mia. Tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
The winter season is finally coming to a close, and many Americans are planning their spring break vacations. But when so many people have the same week off for spring break, prices can be higher than usual. Our Jacqueline Lee explains ways you can still save.
Spring is a popular time to travel with family and friends, but don't let your spring break break the bank.
Travel providers know that they can charge a premium.
Smart shopping expert Trey Bodge suggests using deal sites when booking your travel.
So, for example, Coupon Cabin has up to 6.5% cash back at Expedia, up to 6% cash back at Orbitz. If you are booking, say, flights and hotel, that can be a game changer in how much you pay.
And review perks for any memberships you have.
Does your AAA membership come with travel benefits or AARP or your credit cards? Often when you book with your credit card carrier, there are exclusive rates.
She adds that how you pay can make a difference too.
You want to familiarize yourself with your credit cards, what they're offering. Are there miles that you can earn, points that you can earn, especially because for travel, it's a really big expenditure. So you could really clean up if you're using the right card.
Bodge suggests saving during your stay by not not eating out for all 3 meals every day.
Make breakfast at home, for example, and then do one big meal later in the afternoon or early evening, and you'll save a lot that way.
Some credit cards offer cash back on groceries, allowing you to save even more. And often a big expense while at your destination is the excursions. Compare costs when booking so you get the best price.
There may be websites that offer the same excursion, but they're available on different sites. Sometimes some have taxes and fees and others don't. Some have discounts where others won't. So definitely look around.
Jacqueline Lee, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Well, taxpayers in Idaho can get a refund for a portion of their grocery bill. See how much money you could get back coming up. Plus, the Meade School District says it's caught in the middle of state and federal laws when it comes to transgender policies. Why the district is calling for federal investigators to step in next on 4 News Now.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Welcome to the card for Zags fans who dream big. Get your exclusive Gonzaga debit card from Numerica today.
It's time to keep those New Year's resolutions going at Move Fitness.
Are you ready for this? Ready to take chances? Will you push and break your limits? Are you ready to be a legend? This is your moment. Are you ready for this?
This year, join the gym that can help you reach your goals at Move Fitness.
Are you ready for this?
What can we make for you today from the Sweet Palace in Phillipsburg, Montana?
Now, with the sexual assault lawsuit against Jay-Z dismissed, tomorrow morning in a GMA exclusive, Jay-Z's lawyer on why he's still suing the accuser.
Does your client know Jane Doe?
And how the lawsuit has affected Jay-Z's family. The Good Morning America exclusive breaks tomorrow.
Experience winter fun at Silver Mountain Resort. Discover some of the best terrain in the region, just 30 minutes east of Coeur d'Alene, right off I-90. Relax in a beautiful condo, just a short stroll from the gondola, dining, exciting water slides, and indoor surfing at the water park. Enjoy a gondola ride to our exhilarating snow tubing and your gateway to snow rider heaven. Create unforgettable family memories at Silver Mountain. Book today at silvermt.com.
The future's uncertain, but you're more likely to get a high-paying gig if you're armed with college or career training after high school. WA Grant makes that education affordable or even free. See if you qualify at wogrant.org.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
The Meade School Board is now calling for a federal investigation into the state's current transgender student-athlete policy. The district says it conflicts with President Donald Trump's executive order that bans trans athletes from girls' sports. Because of state law, Washington's Superintendent of Public Instruction has instructed schools to continue to allow transgender athletes to participate based on gender identity. The Meade School District is asking the DOE and DOJ to step in, saying the state's mandate infringes on parental rights, creating unfairness in sports and puts funding at risk. The school district president writing in part, "We are fighting to protect the educational stability of over 10,000 students, and we will not stand by as state agencies trample parental rights." Next month, the WIAA, the governing body of high school sports in Washington, is set to vote on 2 amendments that would change how transgender athletes compete. To see the differences between the 2 plans, head to KXLY.com. We are in the middle of tax season, and in Idaho, you can get a refund on a portion of your grocery bill. According to the state's Idaho Tax State Tax Commission. Anyone who qualifies would receive up to $120 in a refund, plus an extra $120 per qualified dependent. Anyone 65 and older would get up to $140. To see if you qualify, look for this story on KXLY.com. A lot of changes happening in our weather. You may want to stock up on groceries before the weekend, as we have some weather systems moving in that'll be changing things up. It's going to feel a lot more like the spring showers that many of us are used to. Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker joining me now with your First Alert forecast.
Spring showers at first, but then we may feel a little more like a step back into winter as we get into Thursday morning and Friday morning and Saturday morning. 4 things to know about your weather. It is going to be a rainy night tonight. We have a few sprinkles in progress right now. Those are going to intensify as we get into the overnight. Wednesday, the possibility of some isolated thunderstorms. Any thunderstorm activity that we do experience will be very weak. Thursday, some rain-snow mix, mainly in the morning and again in the evening. And then there's the possibility of some snow Friday night and into Saturday with some minor accumulations. But anything that does accumulate will not stick around for long. Right now on our Doppler radar, we've been watching a band of extremely light rain moving through the region. It is not doing much other than a few sprinkles on the windshield, but there is more wet weather to move through. Despite the clouds today, we did get up to average in Spokane at 47 in both Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, 48 in Pullman and St. Mary's. We'll start the day off in the 30s and 40s. These look more like daytime highs, although our highs will be actually a little above average in the 40s and 50s. Won't snow at that temperature, but I'll be back in just a few minutes to let you know when to expect it and have some snow levels for you. That's in just a few minutes, Kirsten.
Thank you, Chris. The Idaho State Police are investigating a deadly crash in Bonner County that happened sometime between late Sunday and Monday morning. According to police, a 43-year-old woman was speeding on Colburn Culver Road, lost control when she crossed Highway 95 and then crashed into a pond. She died at the scene, and ISP believes alcohol is a factor. The coroner will release her ID at a later time. Spokane Public Schools is looking to save millions of dollars with a new plan that would lease or sell 6 of its properties. The school board will have the final say on approval tomorrow. If it passes the first order of business, will be relocating the community school and district office into a newly purchased building. On the left side of your screen shows where the community school is now, right off of North Monroe in West Central Spokane. The map on the right side of your screen shows where the new location would be in the University District. Our Alexandra Cohen-Yard shares why the superintendent says this change is needed for students.
This building was not meant to be a high school. It was actually meant to be an elementary school. You can see that by how narrow these hallways are. The principal of the community school tells me that not only have they outgrown this space, but they were never meant to fit in it in the first place.
It's kind of a dream come true that we'll be right there where the action is.
A dream Cindy McMahon has been dreaming of for 11 years, and that tomorrow the Spokane Public School Board will decide on.
We're trying to be as creative as possible, trying to reduce the footprint of the district and try to make money or save money wherever we can.
Spokane Public Schools Superintendent Dr. Adam Swinyard is proposing a consolidation plan that would sell or lease 6 district properties, a move he says could save SPS $5 million. Phase 1 would move the community school and district office to this facility located in the University District. Phase 2 would be planning on how to make the best use out of this building. However, that relies on Together Spokane, an initiative voters will decide on in November. For McMahon, the new location feels like an opportunity to share with our community the unique space her school has to offer.
Because we've pretty much been isolated in this little elementary school.
This new building would give her students the simple pleasures of hallways big enough to roam, water fountains tall enough to drink from, and most importantly, the space to truly grow and flourish.
All of us here at the community school, staff, students, and families have pushed for this. And so now to have it happen as phase 1 is just really, really exciting for all of us.
If approved, the main district office and community school would relocate to this building within 3 to 6 years. In Spokane, Alexandra Cohen-Yards, 4 News Now.
As we speak, the Zags are in action against the St. Mary Gales for the conference championship title.
So far, so good, but coming up, we're going to check in on that game that's happening right now in Vegas. The Zags going for their 22nd WCC championship and are about 20 minutes away from making it a reality.
TikTok rolling out new features to safeguard children. I'm Jacqueline Lee. We'll have more coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Kerner Furniture.
Satay Bistro, Coeur d'Alene's culinary extravaganza of American fusion dining. From our extensive wine cellar to our unforgettably decadent menu, we'll move your experience beyond ordinary to the extraordinary. Satay Bistro, just off the 4th Street exit in Coeur d'Alene. Coeur d'Alene Casino is known for its big jackpots. But what about big appetites and bigger flavors? Your favorite Asian-inspired meals or made-to-order Firestone baked pizzas at our expanding food court. How about our delicious Southwest Pub American cuisine while enjoying traditional tribal hospitality? Or our culinary award-winning restaurant that speaks for itself. At the Coeur d'Alene Casino, we take mouth-watering flavors to a new level. The Coeur d'Alene Casino.
Winning is just the beginning.
I felt like there was just no answers to get out of the anxiety and the depression that I had.
I was suicidal all the time, thinking about it nonstop, every day, every moment.
Depression and anxiety rob millions of us of our day-to-day lives, but nothing seems to pull you out of it. Introducing NeuroStim TMS, Washington's leading provider of transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS therapy. At NeuroStim TMS, we treat the root of the problem with a series of short daily treatments. Using a non-invasive magnetic field, TMS activates the natural function of the brain's neurotransmitters to improve mood and regulate emotion. TMS is not shock therapy. It's an FDA-approved, easy outpatient experience and covered by all major medical insurances.
There's nothing better than just being able to enjoy life again.
The treatment just completely, fundamentally changed my life.
Visit neurostimtms.com today or call to schedule your free consultation at any of our 12 Washington state locations.
Satay Bistro, Coeur d'Alene's culinary extravaganza of American fusion dining. From our extensive wine cellar to our unforgettably decadent menu, we'll move your experience beyond ordinary to the extraordinary. Satay Bistro, just off the 4th Street exit in Coeur d'Alene.
You expect more from your morning news. Good Morning Northwest delivers.
Warning about phone calls in which the scammer is posing as law enforcement.
The information you need.
We'll continue to keep you updated.
Breaking news.
Level 3 immediate evacuation order.
A forecast that helps you plan your day.
Breezy today as we are in between weather systems.
Fresh and informative coverage.
This is the stretch of this area that you can expect delays.
You expect more in the mornings. Good Morning Northwest delivers.
All right, let's check back in on the Zags nearing the end of the first half of the WCC Championship.
Something that these Zags were paying attention to and wanted to do was come out fast and aggressive, and that was exactly what happened just kind of in those first 5 to 6 minutes. They were actually up 20-7 before St. Mary's was kind of forced to call a timeout and regroup. The game's a little closer now, but just watching from here in Spokane, you can see Zag Nation has filled the Orleans Arena. The players saw it yesterday when they played against San Francisco and say it's been great to have that support.
I've been a lot of places, but you know, being around the Zag fans has been amazing. I mean, you can't even walk 2 steps in a hotel without somebody saying "Go Zags." So it's a big family atmosphere. They're all invested in us winning, and we just want to get the dub.
These are some shots right before the game. Those Zags fans, again, filling the arena. The Zags trying to get their 22nd WCC championship title and guarantee their 27th straight March Madness appearance. The Gonzaga women's road to the championship ended yesterday against Oregon State, and the Beavs just won the women's tournament title this afternoon against Portland. That was a game the Zags expected to play in and were obviously emotional when their season was cut short.
I see how much they've achieved, more than a lot of people thought they were going to, and then also like we fell short of the goal, and I feel for them. So I think it's just hard to balance the part where you're so proud of somebody or a group of people, and then also so disappointed in the situation.
So that means no March Madness bid for the Gonzaga women's team, but there still is a chance to reach one of those smaller postseason tournaments like the NIT. However, the bigger goal did fall short, but again, we've got a great game happening right now between the Zags and the Gales for the men's title. We're going to talk more about the March Madness implications of this game, plus a live report from Vegas coming up tonight on Nightside.
All right, Sydney, we'll see you then. Around the nation, new details on that deadly mid-air crash between a military helicopter and a commercial jet in Washington, D.C. Federal investigators now saying airspace regulations over our nation's capital need to change. ABC's Christiane Cordero explains.
Nearly 6 weeks after a Black Hawk helicopter and an American Airlines jet collided over Washington, D.C. and killed 67 people, federal officials are sharing what their investigation has so far found.
We've determined that the existing separation distances between helicopter traffic operating on Route 4 and aircraft landing on runway 33 are insufficient and pose an intolerable risk to aviation safety by increasing the chances of a mid-air collision at DCA.
The crash happened January 29th. Video obtained by CNN shows the Army helicopter from the left on a collision course with the bright lights of the passenger jet. Air traffic control alerted the Black Hawk helicopter pilots of the jet roughly 2 minutes before the crash, asking they confirm they see the jet approaching and will pass behind it.
This club has an aircraft inside precision separation.
The pass behind instruction from the tower may never have been heard by the chopper pilots. The crash happened seconds later. The NTSB recovered the black boxes from both the military helicopter and the jet. Wreckage from both pulled out of the icy Potomac River. No one survived. The NTSB now recommends the FAA's temporary ban of helicopters in that area become permanent. The NTSB's final report may take a year or longer to complete. Christiane Cordero, ABC News, Washington.
Wet weather on the way for Wednesday, including the potential for some isolated weak thunderstorms in the afternoon and evening. We're going to start the day off around 40 degrees, so it will be rain in the valleys, heading up to a high of 49. 47 is our average high. I'll be back to let you know when you might expect some snow after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
This year, the outdoors is unleashed at the Big Horn Show, March 20th through 23rd at the Spokane County Fairgrounds. Veterans, first responders, and military enjoy $7 tickets on Hero Day, plus a free Dave Bray USA concert. Get tickets at BigHornShow.com. Presented by the Kalispel Tribe of Indians.
Snow days are the best days, especially when there's fresh powder on the mountain.
But getting there, that's where Subaru Symmetrical All-Wheel Drive comes in. Glide up the icy roads with confidence and enjoy stability on every twist and turn.
Pack your gear, load up the crew, and let the heated seats keep you warm on the way.
Because with Subaru, getting up to the ski hill is just as thrilling as the ride down.
Celebrate the Subaru A Lot to Love event now through March 31st at Parker Subaru in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
I'm Chad Young from the EasyHomebuyer.com, Spokane and Coeur d'Alene's easiest way to sell your house fast. If you have a few moments, I hope you'll give me the opportunity to make you an instant cash offer on your home. With the EasyHomebuyer.com, we will buy your house in as-is condition with no repairs, no closing costs, and no commissions. To get your no-obligation cash offer, give us a call or visit us online at theeasyhomebuyer.com.
Pick up the phone to inquire. Call the Easy Home Buyer.
Here at Coeur d'Alene Honda, we're more than just a car dealership. We're family. For the past 53 years, we've been proudly serving our community.
We offer the best vehicles with a nationwide lifetime warranty.
From coast to coast, we've got you covered.
Whether you're looking for an affordable used car, we're looking to upgrade to a new Honda. We're here to make the process simple and stress-free.
It's not just about selling cars.
We give back to local charities and support our community.
And don't forget about our lifetime warranty.
I've been dealing with my weight issues for all my life. I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to stay home and just be a couch potato. I wanted to have a fresh start. Spokane Wellness Group has helped me stay on track. When I started losing the weight, then I felt more comfortable. I feel wonderful right now because I've lost 65 pounds. It doesn't take me 10 minutes to walk across the parking garage anymore. I would encourage anybody to go to the Spokane Wellness Group. They stay with you every step of the way.
This year, the outdoors is unleashed at the Big Horn Show, March 20th through 23rd at the Spokane County Fairgrounds. Veterans, first responders, and military enjoy $7 tickets on Hero Day, plus a free Dave Bray USA concert. Get tickets at bighornshow.com. Presented by the Kalispel Tribe of Indians.
4 News Now, Hoops in the Desert Gonzaga Tournament coverage is brought to you by BECU.
It's almost showtime at Ferris High School. How fun. Every year, parents write, direct, and perform a show to raise money for the high school's programs. And the show is a tradition that dates back 62 years. 200 parent volunteers have been perfecting their music and dance routines over the last few months. And the show is a labor of love that goes a long way to support the students, and the parents have a lot of fun in the process.
Community is so important. It is for the kids, but it's also for the parents. We meet friends. Singing and dancing and laughing is such a good stress relief that it's good for all.
It's called Ham on Regal, and you can catch Ham High, the reunion. Guess who's back this week in the Ferris High School Auditorium. Tickets are available through cast members, or you can find more information on KXLY.com. Somebody familiar is in that one.
I keep looking for her. Did you see her? Our boss is somewhere in tap dancing through there.
I thought I saw her in a red sparkly jacket, but I could be wrong. We'll have to watch that tape back.
She's very talented, a very good singer. So
she likes tap dancing. She told me when she started doing Ham on Regal last year, I think it was. She said, I actually really enjoy it.
Tap dancing is fun. Yeah, so there you go. Good for them. What a fun tradition.
Singing in the rain.
Very good segue. Yes, we do have some rain. Not much presently. We're zoomed in on Doppler radar. That band of very, very light rain has moved north of I-90 now. Again, this is just the beginning of the precipitation that we're going to be experiencing over the next several days. Over the next several hours, we have a 30% chance of rain through about 9 o'clock, and then our odds of wet weather really pick up around midnight. We'll continue through tomorrow morning. We'll get some breaks again in the afternoon. Well, I'll show you on our forecast radar. So this band moving to the north, but by 1 a.m., we've got more rain and steady rain, and it will be valley rain and mountain snow. I'll show you the snow levels in just a moment. 7 a.m., we still have rain in progress over a good portion of the region. We will get some breaks. This is a good time to download the 4 News Now First Alert weather app. If you've got dogs to walk or you need a Bloomsday training run, you can track the radar and figure out when you're about to get a break. Now, here is 2 p.m. and we see these polka dot areas. Those are signs that there's some afternoon convection, very typical of spring. That could result in some isolated thunderstorms. That could just be enough convection to produce some graupel. That is those snow pellets that we get out of spring days where we have very cold air aloft. 9 p.m. still raining. We will see more precipitation through Thursday morning, but now, instead of polka dots, we have blue. Starting to see some snow mixing in with the rain. Thursday morning, a possibility for that. We'll see it again on Friday morning. Here's Thursday at 5 o'clock. More convective rain and snow showers, and then a little bit of a break before the next round of wet weather moves in. Between now and Wednesday at 11 o'clock, some impressive precipitation totals. As is typical, the heavier totals will be over North Idaho, and we have more wet weather to come. Friday may be a bit of a break, except early in the morning and late Friday night into Saturday. Meanwhile, snow levels going to be fairly high Wednesday and Thursday. They start to drop down to around 3,000 feet. And then we're going to be down in the 2,000-foot range where we may see some briefly accumulating snow in the valleys. Anything that we get will be more of a nuisance, here today, gone tomorrow type snow. Nothing to shovel, just a little reminder that it's not quite spring yet. Breezy on Thursday, breezy on Sunday. Temperatures in the 40s through the 7-day forecast. Our overnight lows all over the place. So we'll take this storm by storm in terms of the potential for snow. Kirsten?
All right, thank you, Chris. So listen up, parents. TikTok is making it easier to track your kids' online activity thanks to new parental controls. ABC's Jacqueline Lee joins us now and explains how these new tools will help you keep your kids safe online.
TikTok says it's rolling out these new safeguards to protect teens. The new features also helping parents to monitor their child's behavior online. Today, new ways to watch your kids and the clock on TikTok. The hugely popular social media app is rolling out a feature called Balanced Digital Habits in order to help parents watch their children's usage and even control their child's access.
It really activates an important dialogue between parents and kids and teens about when it's appropriate to sit and scroll the app.
The first new feature is called Time Away. This will allow parents to block kids and teens from being on the app at certain times. For some families, that could mean blocking access during the school day or even at night. Another new feature is called Family Pairing. Parents will be able to see who their child is following on TikTok, who follows them, and who their child has blocked.
It gives families even more transparency and potentially protects kids from following accounts that might provide misinformation, bad information, even cyberbullying.
And finally, TikTok enacting a wind down feature for teens under age 16. After 10 p.m., if they're using the app, their feed will be interrupted with a full screen takeover. It will have calming music and encourage the teen to be mindful of the time. However, TikTok reporting that for those who have used this feature, the kids kept using it even after that full screen takeover.
We could include this potentially in a list of bedtime hygiene. So this could be turning down screens, getting teeth brushed, making sure that everything is ready so kids can slowly calm down, turn down the energy, and get to bed.
And now for those of you saying, hey, wasn't TikTok banned? It was back in January, but President Trump postponed that and gave TikTok 75 days to sell to a non-Chinese buyer. His administration now says 4 different groups are interested in buying it, with business analysts estimating it's worth between $100 to $200 billion. Jacqueline Lee, ABC News, Los Angeles.
And before we go to break, here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup tonight.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Next DT, Sting, Shaggy. The longtime collaborators are
Spilling the ET.
Plus, more Billy Crystal and Meg Ryan on the way. What her son Jack Quaid told us. Next DT.
Watch Entertainment Tonight at 7:30.
Mom?
Jeremy, hi.
Get out of my studio.
This is your boss? Criminals run record labels to launder money. You're putting yourself in danger.
Trent, well, I really need your help.
Where are you?
New Will Trent, tonight on ABC and stream on Hulu.
So what do you think about these?
We're going to take everything.
From design and products to removal and installation, Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $750 off your tub or shower remodel.
Guys, I want to introduce you to our new salesperson. I really think he's going to spike sales.
He's a super dog on the floor. Yeah, he's a super dog.
Experience winter fun at Silver Mountain Resort. Discover some of the best terrain in the region, just 30 minutes east of Coeur d'Alene, right off I-90. Relax in a beautiful condo, just a short stroll from the gondola, dining, exciting water slides, and indoor surfing at the water park. Enjoy a gondola ride to our exhilarating snow tubing and your gateway to snow rider heaven. Create unforgettable family memories at Silver Mountain. Book today at silvermt.com.
Do you have a favorite high school athlete that deserves special recognition? Go to KXLY.com. Vote for your favorite female and male athlete. Each winner will receive Papa Murphy's Pizza for a whole month. 4 News Now, Player of the Month, brought to you by Papa Murphy's Pizza.
North Idaho Urology, in partnership with Cancer Care Northwest, we specialize in advanced prostate cancer care.
I'm Dr. Aaron Wagner. I'm a radiation oncologist with Cancer Care Northwest. We have quite a few different treatment options for prostate cancer, ranging anywhere from standard radiation and IMRT approaches to SBRT to brachytherapy, a full spectrum of different prostate cancer treatments. We very much try to individualize their treatment plan for them.
for you to take a look at. What do you think?
So here,
From design and products to removal and installation, Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,500 off your complete bathroom remodel.
4 News Now is brought to you by Craig Swap and Associates.
Here is your planning forecast, and that thunderstorm looks so scary on there, but really it is going to be a weak thunderstorm, if anything. Got to mention it just in case. High of 49. It's going to be a wet day, though. You'll need your raincoat.
Scary developments in the Zags game?
Still leading, only by 2 though. Heading into halftime, Zags lead 33-31.
Updates on Nightside.